Hey YouTube, how's it going? Well, I'll tell you what, March has been kicking my butt. All the cold weather that's happened, although today it seems to be getting kind of warmed up. So maybe we're starting to turn a bend here and get in towards the, well, get in away from the march in like a lion thing, and let's have a little bit of it out like a lamb, you know? I've had about all the in like a lion I could stand for about the next 30 or 40 years. I'm up for some out like a lamb, you know? I'm tired of being cold all the time. I'm tired of wearing my coat to sleep in, you know, and all that. But on the other hand, like I said, it is getting warmed up and it's better. And I am feeling good for a number of reasons. The live stream of F3ness is happening soon, and I think the general consensus is that the 25th of March is going to be a good time for that, and I'm good with that. It gives time for people to become aware that it's going to happen between now and then. And weekend afternoon, the whole thing about being better for catching more viewers and so on and so forth, that's cool too. So, Saturday, March the 25th, 2017, the live stream of F3ness. Yeah. In other news, I have been finding so many ways to be busy. Well, like for example, today, I woke up after a couple of hours of sleep at about 3:30 or 4 o'clock this morning. I think it was closer to 3:30. And as I was sitting here, you know, when I wake up at a time like that, it's almost always because I hurt so much and whatnot. So rather than try to go back to sleep right away, sit down, look at a video or something or whatever, and just kind of relax for a few minutes. Generally in a half an hour or so, half an hour to an hour, I'm ready to go back to sleep and begin with, or continue with catching up with the sleep. So I did that. I was sitting here looking at some videos. And then something came to me and I had to fire up Minecraft again and get onto Hermitcraft and start working on something. 7 or 8 hours later, I spent a huge amount of time this morning setting up some stuff on Hermitcraft because, well, I kind of needed to be set up soon, and I think I've pretty much finished that job. And then I got into my single player world, and I'm looking around at this and that, and planning the next thing, or trying to decide actually the next thing I want to do. There are several things I want to do, and I want to do them all right now. You know, it occurred to me recently, and I actually looked yesterday, I have spent more time working with my single player Minecraft world in the last 2 months than I have in most of the last year before that. That feels really good to be back at it like that. I miss spending time in that world, and I know what got me away from it. I let myself get caught up in these huge manga projects that were so big that they got so big I couldn't see them anymore. And that's awful. But that's what it is. The things I wanted to do got so big I couldn't see them anymore. And it's like the whole thing just wrapped itself away from me somehow. But I'm back at it. I've got a fresh perspective. And yeah, having me some fun. Gonna be having a lot more to come. And folks are gonna be seeing a lot more of that world for a long time to come, I guarantee it. Yeah. And then of course, there's next Friday. 6 years in one world. How many people have done that? Not very many. Most people up to start a new world after 3 or 4 weeks. This is what it seems like anyway. And then of course that thing I'm working on Hermitcraft. Here's where you guys who actually watch my vlogs get to know things that everybody else doesn't necessarily know. It doesn't happen too often, I'll give you that, but it does happen. You see, on Hermitcraft, I'm getting something ready for the eventual time when, you know, sooner or later the season would end, and sooner or later the world for that season becomes available for download on hermitcraft.com. Yeah. Well, I'm getting stuff ready so that at the point when that eventually, sooner or later, happens, there will be a little something left behind from TFC. A little bit of a treasure hunt. And I think I'm going to shut up there. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here. Mr. TinFoilChef.